Hello there mates, Mooshi Gaming here, and thank you for checking into this next video of ShadowRun in Hong Kong. So let's jump right into it, shall we? So I just had to replay almost 30 minutes worth of gameplay, but for some reason the game didn't save. Good. Now I gotta start double saving, I guess. Oh, so this all the stuff I have? Yeah, it still has everything that I bought. Awesome. I mean, I already have the best stuff anyway, so it doesn't really do much for me. Okay, confirm. Let's talk to Duncan. He's probably gonna be mad about what Cotton Chain said. Make it quick, will ya? He wasn't on the last run, so there's no point in asking him that. Who of us ask him anything, he'll probably just say something along the lines of, "Oh, I wasn't on the last run, so what are you asking me for?" Isabel raises her visor. What's up? Ever play any video games on that monstrosity of a terminal? Fuck no! The octopus isn't for video games. And besides, I have better things to do than fight make-believe digital enemies. Fighting real digital enemies is way more satisfying. You've never played a game on the octopus? Not ever? At least you've got your priorities down. Well, that's no fun. I gotta go. She has to have played a game, not a video game. No, she'll explain. Like I said, I'm not a fan. Does that mean you played other kinds of games? There's gotta be something. You can play any game right now. What would it be? Yeah, what other kinds of games is there if not a video game? Her mouth opens to respond, but you see her hesitate. No games. I want to know so bad. My charisma isn't high enough. Why? Hey, I'm not convinced. She crosses her arms. That's too bad, because I don't want to talk about this anymore. God damn it. I need more charisma. Well, what? Can I like interrupt you really quick just to see like where the heck my charisma is at? A 2? That makes sense. I didn't create this character to be charismatic. How dare you? Okay. What'd you think of that last run? We really botched that one, didn't we? Literally walked right into the cop's hands. She clucks her tongue, the regret plain in her face. She doesn't bother to hide her sarcasm. Couldn't have imagined a better outcome. To look on the bright side, we're being given a chance to take down the person responsible for a lot of our grief. The gas was definitely overkill. My throat is still raw from it. It didn't involve a ton of money, some dead police constables, and a comfy bungalow far away from here. Let's see. I'll do that. Sounds more like an opportunity to put our necks on the line, and with less than fantastic odds. Let's just hope that these investigators know what they're doing. Any more questions? I really want to know what game she was playing now. But it wouldn't be the best idea to spend my karma on charisma, because charisma has nothing to do with my character. I wouldn't have enough to get to 5 anyway, because if I spent 3, that would pretty much take all of what I had going on there. But to not have a high enough strength, that was just hurtful. Okay, well. Boo-hoo. Missed that opportunity. Noodle machine. This wasn't always here. It's warm to the touch. Goblet's cabin looks cleaner than you remember it. Turning your head, you discover the reason why. The mountains of dirty laundry and food packaging that usually lie strewn across the floor have been gathered into an impressive mound in the corner. Madness and Folly scurry along the perimeter of the heap, sporadically ducking into and out of layers of discarded clothing. It's looking good. Holding its shape, even. She chews her lip contemplatively. A couple more pizza boxes held the shiv below, and I can move right in. Gobbet, what are you doing? Meditating, kind of. I'm communing with Rat. She frowns, waves a hand as she fishes for the right words. You know, it's like I'm getting my head right. Considering all that just happened, it seemed like the right thing to do. It looks like we're building a fort. Communing with Rat by piling garbage in a corner? I'll go with the second one. Clean garbage. It's all perfectly hygienic, and I'm not piling it. I'm making myself a nest. It's what Rat would do in our situation. See, the only thing that rat likes less than wide open spaces is living in captivity. I'm right there with her on that, and the whole getting gas and waking up in the cage thing has me a little on edge. I'm getting closer to rat by making myself a solution, just like she would. She kicks the base of the mound of clothing. The entire thing shudders, then collapses in a heap on the ground. Some solution. Looks like it needed more cardboard. Look on the bright side, you weren't inside when it fell. I'll say it a second. Frowning deeply, she heaves a sigh. I broke my fort. My kingdom for a couch cushion, you know? Or maybe a nice ottoman, something that can support more weight. Hey Gobbit, mind if I ask you a few questions about something else? I mean, like, non-fort related topics? I'll keep my eyes open, maybe one of the boats they've been found here has a futon or something. No, it's okay. Don't bother. She turns away from the now ruined pile of laundry and refuses, rubbing the bridge of her nose between her thumb and forefinger. The magic is gone anyway. So, anyway, was there something that you wanted, Seattle? If so, I'm all ears. Hey, Gobbit, is that the Detcon noodle extruder? She gives the zooming machine a certain glance. Yeah, I think it is. You stole it, didn't you? No, I didn't. To be honest, I'm as confused as you are. It sure as hell wasn't in my cabin before we left for Combat Pangs. So how did it get here? Well, it didn't get up and walk itself to the boat. How should I know? Maybe the cops put it here. That doesn't make any sense. I definitely don't know. But I feel like I would go with a more sarcastic response. You sure about that? She bites her lip, a nervous expression on her face. I mean, maybe it came of its own accord. Maybe it followed us home from DETCON. Followed us home? How could it? I could go for some noodles, fire the thing up, and make me a bowl. Oh, gosh. Okay, I have to go with the first one. I don't know. Alright, it's just here. Waiting for what? I don't know, alright? I don't know. Let's just change the subject, okay? Maybe if we ignore it, it'll go away. Okay, Gobbit. How are you doing with all of this? I don't know. About as well as can be expected, I guess. How about you? How are you dealing with it? You got it worse than any of us with that. With the magical torture and you're not locked in a box and all. Honestly, I'm pissed off. Somebody's gonna pay for what's happening here. Don't worry about me, Gobbit. I'll be fine. I'll go to the first one. Hands on her hips, she gives you a single solemn shake of her head. Sorry, can't help it. You're a friend, so I worry. That comes as part of the package. With that being said, I do believe you when you say you'll be alright. She offers you a lopsided smile. I think that we all will. I mean, if we could see what we saw in the Wild City and come through alright, we'll do the same here, right? Alright. Of course, I'm right. We're certified Yama King killing badasses. We'll be fine. What did you think of that last run? Well, I'm not super pleased about it, to be honest. I mean, it was supposed to be a quick and easy run, but look how it turned out. I thought you were okay with Q and Lance playing. You want to get revenge for Nitro, right? I figured they're getting gas and locked in the cage is pretty high up on my list of all-time Shadowrun woes. Hey, we're alive. Any run you walk away from is a successful one, right? And we didn't even get any of Payne's chicken wings. As Shadowruns go, that was some bullshit. Anyway, let's talk about something else. You got any more questions for me? If so, go ahead. Okay. So, talk to Gobbit. We basically talked to everyone here. I really want to know what Isabel was gonna say. Like, why does it require charisma? God. If it had been anything except charisma, I probably could have got it. Okay, crowdfund my Vladivostok trip. A lot of you already know me, but for those who don't, I'm IC Sasha, Russian native. I've been decking in HK for over a decade. I have a business opportunity in my hometown, Vladivostok, and I have started a pay my way campaign to cover a no-frills round-trip ticket. Please support me. You're a pal and all, but why don't you just save up your million like the rest of us? What's this business opportunity if it doesn't actually pay your way? Got any bonus funding goals? Good questions, good questions. Well, Panda Tax? I'd like to move back to Vladivostok. My opportunity is a contact with a megacorp that does not have a presence in that city yet. But if it works, it will be very good for my contact and very, very good for me. Bonus goal would be a one-way ticket to Vladivostok. So I'll be delighted to spread the word to everybody, and I mean everybody. Everybody I know. Transferring credits now. Sorry, I thought that was a period. I see you're not skipping town without clearing your Mahong debt to me, are you? It's, another one of my bonus goals. I'm paying you a visit, I see. No more posting this thread. Ticking mystery box for sale. I've got a mystery item secured in a metal alloy casing, freshly liberated from a Yametsu warehouse. It wasn't ticking before, but it is now. Since it survived the bumpy motorboat chase, I figure it's safe. Since I don't have the engineering chops to liberate it properly, it's going to the highest bidder. So it could be a beyond bleeding edge biotech prototype, or it could kill you. Have I got that right? If you don't like it, don't bid. I do this all the time, man. People love surprises. It's fundamentally no different from a grab bag, except for the possible death part. Seriously, who's plunked down Nguyen on unidentified stolen goods? I got the winning bid on a Fushi rattling container, giant box of Allen wrenches. I won a vibrating briefcase taken from a high-level Ares scientist's office. Inside there was something you wouldn't expect to find in a workplace. Use your imagination. Now, what could that possibly be? Ew. Anyway, it was in good shape, so I gifted it. Oh, that's gross. How could you? Ooh. Looking for romance. Wiry, handsome expat male looking for passionate encounters. Not picky, male or female. I enjoy hitting the night markets when I'm not tinkering with my drone or infiltrating AAA megacorps. No smoking, no recreational drugs in professional capacity, okay? Flexibility a must. Sometimes need to cancel dates at the last minute due to gigs incarceration. First aid skills a plus. How's the dating scene here in HK? Just arrived in town. Got any tips? Where can I go to find that special gal? Honestly, AK's better for fleeting liaisons than longer term engagements. You better check out Frolic and Lan Kwai Fong. The music's loud and freaky, and so are the clovers. The scene can be a little rough, though. I hooked up with this crazy elf there once, and every time I run my hands over the scar tissue, it really brings me back. It's not for everyone, though. Plus, I'm now partially deaf. Have you tried Happy Valley? I'm not even kidding. Very intense long-term relationships can spring from the heart-pounding thrills of the racetrack. Well, you can always try romancing somebody on your team if you got one. Shudder. Now that's a bad idea. Give me Matrix dating any day. Vultures in the Walled City. I just saw some corporate suits scouting around the Walled City. Gentrification imminent, and the rebels barely setting in the slum. So the moment that life takes a turn for the better in Walled City, some court smells a profit and moves in. Appalling. Bet they buy up the tenements, tear them down, and put in luxury coffin apartment complexes in the helipad so the well-heeled don't have to tread through the filth at street level. What about the Yellow Lotus? Can't see a triad letting a corpse walk in and demolish a source of revenue without so much as a whimper. So that's the thing. Foul guys are nowhere to be seen. You know, some red envelopes change hands. Nguyen talks, but the suit still brought plenty of private muscle, clearly not taking any chances. Okay, so do I have any post data before I walk? Pay data before I walk? Wait, no, I don't. Okay. So that was everything that's in there. Let us continue onward back to our host and tell them that we take the job. We are not too happy about it, and in fact, we expect to be paid. Welcome back. Did you talk over the job with your crew? Yeah, we're in. And my boss. We've decided to help you. I'm on board against my better judgment. Should I mention Kali Chang? Or should I just keep it simple? I'll keep it simple. Yeah, we're in. Quill roast the bridge for nose between the thumb and forefinger. We'll be holding you to that. Don't worry about it. When I take a contract, I don't break it. A veiled threat, great way to start a business relationship. I'll say the first. Good to hear. Now let's get to it. You want to get us started, Fiona? A hand goes up to reflexively touch the pendant that hangs from her neck. She nods, then turns to you. Alright, pay attention, Shadowrunner. I don't want to have to repeat myself. Just give me the damn briefing. Yeah, I'm listening, and I don't want to be here at all. But that's where we're at, isn't it? Yeah, just give it to me. Holy crap. We know that Crate and her people are dirty, but we don't have any ironclad proof. We have to gather something concrete if you want to move on her. Got it? Keep going. Why, you said that you answered directly to the council, just arrest a woman and come up with a justification afterward. You got someone on staff that can read people's minds, right? Just use him on her the next time she goes to sleep. Problem solved. She shakes her head. Can't do it. The station that Crate lives and works out of it is shielded against magical intrusion. We couldn't get one of our people in for more than a visit. Even if a task force mage did manage to read Kate's mind, the results wouldn't be admissible in court, and she'd know that she'd been scanned. Magical interrogation hurts. Tell me something I don't know. Hey, you got a migraine, right? Maybe someone's been poking around in your head, too. Yeah, it does. When it's all over, I need to pay you back for that. I'd say the first. Please, right. We can't take any magical shortcuts to getting the information we need. If we could, we'd have done it already. What we need to do is gather solid, tangible evidence of Crate's wrongdoing. Financial records, written communications, video feeds, that sort of thing. We already know where that proof is being held, but we can't get to it without tipping our hand. That's where you come in. This is going to be a covert op, then. You don't want things to go loud? Personally, I prefer if you didn't lay waste to a police station, though Senior Inspector Quill might beg to differ on that. That said, some conflicts probably going to be unavoidable no matter what you do. We're getting ahead of ourselves, though. Let's take this back a step. Crate likes to keep her people close to her. They've consolidated their power into a single police station on the harbor. She leans over and pulls up an image on her terminal, an aerial holopic of a squat building crowded up against the water's edge. There it is, an old SDU headquarters and Crate's current base operations. They call it the Tiger's Den. Any special significance to the name? Alright, go on. Seriously, that's like something out of a bad trade show. Yeah, is there any special significance? It's a throwback to the old days before the executive council took over. Back then, the SDU were colloquially known as the Tigers or the Flying Tigers, had patches on the uniforms and everything. When Mitsuhama took over the HKPF's contract, they did away with a lot of the old symbols, but in this case, the nickname stuck. We're gonna get you into the station, and you're going to liberate the information that we need. Then we're gonna take Crate and her people down. And how do you suggest that we get in? Through the front door? Sounds simple enough. You want me to do this in a smash and grab, or... I'm hearing a lot of general talk about what's gonna happen, and few details as to how. Yes. We're getting to that. For now, I can tell you that you'll be smuggled to the insertion point by way of the harbor. We've secured transport for you through an old associate of yours, a pirate and smuggler named Captain Jomo. You're working with Shadowrunners and a pirate? Aren't you supposed to be cops? Great, more bouncy rides and Indonesian sailing songs to look forward to. I know him, he's a good man. Don't know if I go that far, but he's a competent smuggler, and that's what we need him for. We've already provided him with a copy of the station's timetable. He knows when they'll be flush with cops and when they'll be running a skeleton crew. They'll time your arrival so that you have minimal resistance to containment. You trust the intel on the inner workings of an HKPF station to a pirate? Alright, sounds like a plan. I'm not questioning anything. After Jomo gets you to the docking area, our woman on the inside will let you into the complex. You'll need to make your way up to the administrative level. That's where Crate's evidence room is located. We'll take up a position near the station, and from there we'll monitor your progress. Monitor us how? Choose an object from the list and toss it to you, a portable surveillance device. Your team will be outfitted with mics, body cameras, and condition monitors before you leave. You'll have a clear view of what's going on inside of the station. So if we get in trouble, we can call in the cavalry. Alright, so you'll be monitoring me. Fine, let's get back to the briefing. I don't want you watching me on the job. I really don't. That's too bad, because this is our op. As long as you're inside, I need eyes on you for corporate oversight reasons. Rubbing her temple, she looks you in the eye. Mitsuhama has a financial stake in this operation going smoothly. I intend to make sure that it does. Got it? You'll be spying on us, but if you land in hot water, you want us to finger to help. Have I got that right? Sure, this is your job. I'm just a hired hand. Don't worry, Q. I won't screw up your expensive ShadowRun. Ooh, I love being an asshole to these guys. I'm glad to hear that we understand each other. When you get to the admin level, you'll be stepping into hostile territory. Crate and her people have more or less taken the whole floor, and they won't think twice about putting a bullet in your head if they catch you there. If you encounter any resistance up there, you're gonna have to shoot your way through it. They won't give you the chance to do anything else. I'll be calling in a favor with Mitsuhama to break down the station's comms, so you won't need to worry about them calling in outside help. Anyone who's already in the building is your problem to deal with. I don't expect to be much of a problem. What's my objective? Yeah, I really don't. Glad to hear it. The constables in the Tiger's Den are Crate's people. Corrupt, violent, and dangerous. The kind of assholes that ruin a public's confidence in the HKPF and put constable lives in danger. In a way, I envy you. If I could get away with it, I'd take them out myself. I urge you to go in quietly if possible. Quiet is always safer. But in the end, you'll be the one in there. If you go in guns blazing, that's on you. Once you get past any resistance that you meet up there, you're gonna be headed to the evidence room. The proof that we need should be stored on a disk in there, or maybe in a terminal. You'll be looking for a log of bribes accepted by Crate and SDU. You could also use any other proof of corruption that you can find, transaction records, archived communication between Quake and her clients, that kind of thing. You'll pull the evidence, get back to the boat, and return the package to us at the impound yard. We'll analyze it, and once we're sure that we got her nailed, we'll make our move on Crate. Alright, so I'll find the evidence room, grab the data that you need, and get back to Jomo. He'll bring you back here to hand off the data. That's about the size of it. Think you can handle that? It'll be a milk run. Guess we'll find out, won't we? I expect it to be a challenge, but if it means payback for Crate, I can do it. Yeah, that sounds easy. Glad to hear that you're feeling confident. Don't get too cocky. The Crate and SCU are no joke. If you need gear, talk to Sergeant Lee out in the yard. He's our quartermaster. I'm sure that Captain Jomo can hook you up with anything that we can't, including any additional personnel that you might need. The good captain asked about you, by the way. Wanted to have a word about some side work. That's okay with you? You want to try to stop me from doing my own jobs on the side? Good to know. I'll find it when we're done. As if you stop me. You don't hold me here. We'll wait on you to launch operation. We're on your timetable here. You ready to go? Talk to Jomo. We're clear on all of that? Yeah, we're clear. Good. We'll see you at Crate's compound then. I'll see you. Okay, so I'm guessing you're the guy that I buy stuff from. A constable standing before you is real thin with a wiry build and a lantern jaw. A pair of wire-rimmed glasses perched on the ridge of his nose, and his neck is wrapped in a sinuous tattoo. He glances up from his PDA, locking eyes with you. So you're the person of interest that everyone's been talking about. I hear that Quill has big plans for you. You heard right. Lucky me, I guess. You are lucky. You get to walk back out of here when this is all over, and those people in your line of work will be given that opportunity. Tell you what, you go for a long walk in Healy, let Yellow Lotus take you and put you in a cage. Tell me how lucky you feel. Yeah, I know. What can I say? I lead a charmed life. Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, I'll pass. Thanks. So anything that I can do for you, Runner? I was just passing by. Didn't mean to distract you. He shrugs. It's fine. It isn't like I'm doing much anyway. Things are pretty quiet right now. Can I ask for your name? I go by Huey. You're S, right? That's what it said on the form. Call me MS. Never been a big fan of street names. They feel kind of immature, don't they? Like a kid playing make-believe. He shrugs. You want to go around pretending to be EMS, the big-time criminal? You knock yourself out. To me, you're S. Ugh, how rude. I give you a name to call me and you don't respect that? That is just... I can't believe they would treat me this way. Okay, so I'm just getting a layout of the land now. It's trying to see what's all around, what I can do, what I can't do. Use cyberware machine. Well, I have 0 cyberware, so it's probably not gonna be much. Wait, do I have? What do I have? I don't remember now that I'm saying it. Let's see. I wouldn't mind getting some cyberware, to be honest. Anyway, additional cyberware such as the hand razor cyber gun. I don't think I have any cyber. I thought I did, though, because didn't I get cyberware to be able to use a weapon or something? But I don't know how to. I don't know how to check that. Oof. Okay, we'll worry about it later. Oh, maybe I can just use the machine. A massive titanium chamber where wire-reinforced windows looms over you. The machine itself is cold to the touch. The chill seems to be emanating from the assembly area within. To the right of the machine, a holographic display provides a 3D view of the cyberware packages that are available for installation. With a crackle of pre-recorded message displays, welcome to the warehouse, a product of Cryogen Incorporated. Please select your desired service. Oh yeah, okay, so I do have some cyberware, but it's very minimal. And I'm very broke. What is this? What is it called? Hey. Oh, can I not look at mine? Oh, okay. A requirement for rigorous decoration for those who want to use a smart green weapon. Okay, so that's all I did. Use medical kiosk. So what is that? A long surgical bed, illuminated in blue, extends from the kiosk. At the foot of the machine rests a bright digital interface accompanied by the universal medical symbol. The video demo of the kiosk's various medical procedures stops as it senses your approach. The screen switches its display to a generic greeting. Automated health station. Yeah, a lot of numbers. Patient recognized as female, human, adult. A bright red smiley face appears on the screen. How may I serve you today? Choose the option marked medical supplies. Of course, and it brings up some medical items. Automated procedures. Error. The red smiley face turns into a sad frowning face. Scan results show no internal or external damage that require emergency medical attention. So I wonder if you have like cyber stuff, if that gets damaged and you have to repair it. Because that's what it sounds like to me. A solitary man stands by the rear of the command trailer. He's got a PDA in one hand and a can of Harbin Ice Brand beer in the other. His eyes are intense and he taps rapidly on the PDA screen in between sips from the can. In addition, a peculiar odor lingers around the area. The stench could be best described as a fusion of custard, cinnamon, and raw sewage. 1 second, I'll be right with you. Gotta finish checking my fantasy urban brawl stats. He continues to tap away for a few moments, then slides the PDA into his hip pocket. Draining his beer, he crumples the can and tosses it into a nearby bucket that's already filled to overflowing with empty bottles. There we are. Apparently satisfied, he turns to face you. Now, what can I do for you? Who are you? You don't look like a cop. I'm not, he shrugs, but then again, neither are you. We're in the same boat. Freelancers that land in Crew need to get their job done. Now, I know what you're gonna say. Working for the cops is strange for a freelancer, right? But I figure it's a steady paycheck, so why not take the work when it's offered? Plus, it's safe here. It's not like I'm gonna get shot at hanging around this impound lot. Yeah, but isn't getting shot at just part of life in the shadows? Oh, whatever. So what is it you do for them? Decking, mainly. I guess that the Wonder Twins couldn't get any stay-at-home decking support without raising a red flag to Crate and her people. So they opted for an off-the-book solution, namely me. The name's Levick Stoves, by the way. MS. But then, you probably knew that already. Yeah, I know who you are. Quill and Lamb have been keeping tabs on you for a long time now, longer than I've been here. Anyway, with a little luck, you people will be able to get this whole situation wrapped up soon. Then I can collect the money I was promised, and maybe get the hell out of Hong Kong for good. Your Cantonese accent doesn't sound local. He cocks his head, a surprised expression on his face. Good ear. I moved to Surabaya about 15 years ago and I learned Cantonese from a neighbor. If my dialect sounds odd, that's the reason why. I never expected my Cantonese to come in handy, but here we are. Why learn a language you didn't expect to use it? Wouldn't use a linguisoft should be easier? Yeah. He arches an eyebrow. Yeah, sure, but it's boring. You can't make wordplay with a chipped language, and you always sound a bit like a robot. I speak 12 languages, including Yoruba, Salvish, and Latvian. Latvian? Hell, I even speak a little Basque. Try and get use out of that one. I'm good at languages. The ones I don't know, I chip when I have to. But it's better to know things that never come up than it is to need to know something and have no idea what you're doing. Besides, I can order a beer anywhere in the world. Guaranteed. Hell, on the off chance that your bartender only speaks Esperanto, I've still got you covered. Okay? What's that horrible smell? Durian. Want some? He snatches a plate of food from the chair next to him, holding it out toward you. The fleshy balls of yellow plump are definitely the source of the stench. As the plate gets closer, other smells assault your nostrils. Cheese, raw ethanol, rotting onions, and raspberries among others. Are you trying to poison me? How can you eat that awful stuff? There's nothing like durian in the entire world. It tastes amazing and you can use it to so many different things. Crepes, pancakes, gelato, donuts, you name it. It's a shame that Quill and Lamb don't like the smell. That's why they sent me out here. Said I was thinking up their trailer. Gee, I can't imagine why. Haha, some of us just have more sophisticated taste than others. Why are you in Hong Kong if you want to leave? Levick rubs the back of his head and inhales sharply. His expression grows sheepish. It's kind of embarrassing to tell you the truth. Now I want to know even more. He shies with a shrug. Alright, I'll tell you if you insist. It's like this, okay? I take field jobs sometimes. I don't like it, but with some gigs, you just gotta be out there in person. The job was close to home, at least. I run a team in Jakarta, had been contracted to steal an animal, and they didn't have a decker. My fixer put us in contact, and there I was, slicing dry sea for them. An animal? Why would you be selling an animal? Was it some rich dude's pet or something? What, was it some kind of incredibly rare creature? I'll go with it first. Well, some people use bear gall bladders and rhinoceros horns for medicine, right? I think it was something like that. His mouth dips into a frown. Believe me, I didn't expect to be breaking into a zoo in the dead of night. Hold on a second, you're stealing from a zoo? I guess that's a logical place to find animals. See, that's exactly it. You can't just walk down to a corner store and ask for a scorpirine or a gargoyle, you know? The client wanted this particular kind of dolphin. A storm dolphin is what they're called. They cause storms, shoot lightning, drown sailors. They're real jerks, actually. Storm dolphins are jerks. So anyway, I'm jacked into the water flow control system for the Rangoon Zoo using an unshielded data line by the chimpanzee exhibit. It was set up so that this one system controlled the water supply for all of the exhibits. Pumps, drains, the works. The plan was to hook up a tank of Soma 3 contact anesthetic to the water system, pump it into the stern dolphin tank and put them all to sleep. Not like a good plan. You'd think that it was, he sighed wistfully. Actually, it was a good plan. A great one. But sometimes stuff happens that's out of your control. So everything's going fine so far. Yeah? I've had the injection system that the zookeepers use to keep the water within acceptable pH limits for each tank, and the Summer 3 is going to get piped in. What I didn't realize was that the chimps had woken up and had been getting more and more annoyed that I wasn't paying them any attention. They've been throwing stuff at me for a while, sticks, bits of bark, stuff like that. As I'm about to start the Summer 3 pump, one of the chimp nails me in the head with a damn rock. Worse than that, when it hit me, it broke my Cyberdex lead off in my jack. Ouch! Dump shock to hell and back. That isn't the half of it. Since I was halfway through charting the pump sequence when I got dumped, the system thought that I had given it a half-finished command. So what it does decide that I want it? To clean the dolphin tanks, of course, so it up and opened the service hatch on the side of the tank. Oh. Oh no. Oh yes. You see how bad that could be. So the rest of the team is suddenly bowled over by a flood of seawater and pissed off, man-hating lightning whales that came streaking out of that tank like a bunch of rubbery Valkyries, chittering and sweeping to high heaven. All the while they were blasting the hell out of everything with lightning. Suffice it to say, the debacle wasn't subtle. A mercurial laser show probably would have attracted less attention. Within minutes, the cops came screaming in to investigate reports of gunshots and strange lights in the sky, and I had to bail out of there as fast as I could. I could hear that those storm dolphins were laughing at us, too, even while they were flopping around on the concrete. So your team is pissed at you. Everyone's mad at me. The team thinks that I screwed them over, all of the storm dolphins got killed, so the police want me for that, and the client wants me dead because I cost them his medicine. Sometimes at night, I still hear the squeaking. Gives me chills. See you later, Levick. Try not to break into any more zoos. Yeah, good luck to you too. Oh, well, that's an interesting character, but I'm going to go ahead and end the video there. If you guys liked the video, comment, subscribe, like, and share this video, get the word out about Mooshi Gamer. Thank you guys so much for watching, and Mooshi Gamer signing out.